Hello there, my name is Misha. Welcome to Made-up Mesearch, and today we're going to be looking at everything I bought at this year's holiday Sephora sale. Listen, every year it's Sephora sale time, you know the drill, and I just cannot resist, I guess. I kind of found out this pattern about myself that every time they have a big sale going on, I usually go for brands I don't necessarily buy from on the regular and brands that I'm kind of curious about but don't really want to spend the full price on. So today we're going a little bit bougie and we're going to look at some stuff that I bought on sale. So in case you were wondering how these are, hopefully this video is going to help you. Okay, so I'm going to start with a primer. I do have multiple primers today. So first one is the KVD Lock-It Pore-Refining Primer. I was kind of curious about this because KVD just does some stuff really well after the revamp. So this is kind of like it looks a little matte straight up. And it's like a gel primer. It does have dimethicone very high up in the ingredients list, but it's not like overly dry or slippery. And I'm just gonna apply this like to the center of my face where I want to be mattified and also wanna, diffuse those pores. I have used it a very few times and I'm not sure yet what I think. It does have like a starch in it, so I really hope it's going to make my makeup last a lot better in like the most problematic areas. It leaves a little bit of a sticky finish, which is quite nice. I do like that. And overall, it feels quite nice on the skin, so we will see how this goes. And the second primer actually comes from this Fenty Beauty Duo. So this was like a little Christmas set with the Soft Matte Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Primer. This is like the original primer formula, which I think I like the best. And then also the Invisimatte Universal like matte blotting / just setting powder. So I'm going to use this primer on the rest of my face. I have used this many times in the past, and it's like a creamy gel primer, slightly tinted. It doesn't really, give tint to your skin, but it is a very like smoothing and long wearing formula. I always loved my makeup when I was wearing this back in the day. So those are the primers, a little bit more matte and smoothing than usual, but I feel like the face looks okay. We're definitely prepped. Alright, let's continue. I didn't get any new foundations or concealers this year, just simply because I have a lot to go through and I wasn't really interested in anything that was on sale. So I do have my base on, and now we can continue with setting my under eyes. I'm going to use the Fenty powder. Even though it is supposed to be like a very matte blotting powder type of thing, I find it not that dry and actually working really well on my under eyes. It does have like a lilac-y hue. I'm not sure you're gonna see it on camera, but I just take a little bit on my powder puff, tap it off on my hand, and then use a very small amount to just set my under eyes. And also, my nose and mostly like the center of my face. And it works so well. I really like it. It also photographs really well, as I found out recently, even with flash. So I'm very happy with this, to be honest, and I love that powder so much. Now for my contour, I do have this. Also from KVD. This is just one of the brands that really, attract me when it comes to the sale because they're usually on a big discount. And this contour I was looking at for a while. So this is the liquid gel contour in light, medium, neutral. I read in the comments that they are very light and like very sheer. So I wanted to go for like a neutral shade that would hopefully be okay for me. So let's just go ahead and... Okay, this might be a bit too dark. We'll see. I mean, it is a bit too dark for me for sure. Maybe I should have gone a little bit lighter handed. Like from certain angles, this looks really good. From the side, I feel like it's a bit too much like a block of color that just doesn't belong, which quite frankly, that's exactly what it is. But in terms of the formula, like this blends beautifully. Maybe I shouldn't have listened to the reviews and I should have gotten a lighter shade, but I still feel like it's workable. Also, it is neutral, so it's not that far from a bronzer shade, so maybe I can actually use it more as a bronzer. Take it a bit higher up here. You know what? I'm not mad at that. I feel like it's gonna take a while to like learn how to work with it so the contour doesn't look like this. This is a bit It's just not it. I don't feel it, but it's definitely going to be workable. Also, it's not separating. It didn't lift my foundation at all. Formula-wise, this is just incredible. I like that. Next, I want to talk eyeshadow and everything eye related. I did do my eyebrows and I did prime my eyes. First of all, I do have this Natasha Denona mini Glam palette, which technically wasn't on sale, but I did get it as a present because we do have like a new loyalty system in Sephora, so this was like one of the things that I got, and I like the neutral shades, so I thought might as well use them. And then I also have this R.E.M Beauty set with a gel eyeshadow, which looked really pretty. Then we have like a beautiful silver eye pencil in the shade Tinsel. And then I have a liquid liner as well. So I'm very excited to try all of these because R.E.M Beauty, I'm kind of like on the fence. I like some of their stuff, but I didn't try a lot. So I was just curious to see, and this seemed like a great value on sale. So I'm just gonna frame my eyes using the Natasha Denona palette real quick. So now it's on both eyes. I did like a little bit of a halo thing. And as you can tell, like these do blend pretty well. I do like the colors a lot. I did use the two mattes, the dark brown and this beige, and I just think they work really well. The beige isn't too overwhelming. It has like a weird tone in the pan. It looks like weirdly beige khaki, but it does work really well for blending out anything brown or even gray. The shimmers are a little bit meh. Like, I wasn't blown away by them. I'll just show you. This one's probably the best. Like, the shiniest gold one. Then we have this, like, also gold. And this one, which is, like, a little bit deeper. So they are pretty, but they're not, like, super impressive glittery formula that Natasha Denona often has. These are a bit more, like, basic, just metallic. But if it's your kind of thing, I mean, they're definitely usable. They still look really pretty, so. And now let's give a shot to this one, the eyeshadow. It is the metallic gel shadow in the shade Frostbite. Straight up, you get this, no like stopper, no plug, nothing. This is what it looks like. It is kind of reflective, but it does look more blue than anything, really. If you look really up close, you see like purple glitter, golden glitter. We'll see how much that will show up. And I'm a little bit nervous because I'm not sure how to apply this. So I think I'll just dip my finger in it. A little? I don't know. Maybe just blend it out at the back of my hand a bit. Okay, it looks straight up purple. Let me try a brush. Okay, this seems a bit better. I gotta say that the blue is like barely showing up now. It's so blue in the pot and so not blue like when you apply it. That is insane. Yeah, like if you really pack it on, the blue kind of shows up. But if you don't and you kind of manage to keep it very sheer, you can see just a lot of that glitter. Okay, this is a lot prettier than I thought it was gonna be. This is really nice. This little blob on this eye is just, it just lives there now. There's like no way for me to get rid of that. So apparently this dries down completely, which I'm a big fan of, honestly. You cannot feel it at all. It doesn't transfer, seems like. Wow, this is good formula. I didn't expect it. I always see these at Sephora super dried out, the testers, and they always seem like not so nice, but this is actually very nice and it's really pretty. This is cute. Like this is really pretty. Now I want more of these. Okay, surprise of the day. Like, this is awesome. Now I'm gonna try the eye pencil. This is in the shade Tinsel, and I believe this is a limited edition. It is like silver, but I feel like in the clips on the Sephora website, it looked a little bit like with a different tone. It's a bit darker than I expected, but it looks really pretty. I'm gonna smoke out the lower lash line a little bit. Okay, that's cute. That's like very cute. Now I'm going to try the liquid liner. I'm very curious to see how this is gonna apply. You know what's the issue here? Every time I try a new liner that is different to liners I use, I immediately suck at it, like so bad. This is a felt tip. I'm more like a brush liner kind of gal, but we're gonna try and figure it out. This might be the worst eyeliner I've done in a while. Other than that though, it's very black and very matte, and I actually really like the formula. The only problem I have is that the tip is somehow shorter than my brain expects, so it's a bit flimsy for me. It's just, I'm not used to it, but once I will get used to it, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be awesome. Now listen, this looks a little bit shitty, so I'm going to take another liner. This is the Natasha Denona Work and Set Plus liner. This was on sale as well, and it is like a gel pot eyeliner, and I actually really like working with it because I find it very easy. And I would like to smudge out a little bit of what we already did here. I think I'm just going to take a tiny bit on my liner brush, and we're gonna try and make this a bit more smoky so it doesn't look as messy. Alright, so it's a little bit more smudged. I feel like it looks less messy. The liner is... the shape is so off. Oh my god. It's so bad. But it's fine. It worked really well. This is a great liner. It does set very fast. It's very black and it's pretty easy to work with. You can smudge it really beautifully and it's gonna last for such a long time. So this is definitely a winner for me. The liquid liner, I have to use it more, but I like the formula, so I think it's gonna be fine. I finished off my base. For my lips, I do have a couple things. First thing I have is again from the KVD, and it's their, I think it's, yeah, Queen of Poisons lip kit. So it is one of their new liquid lipstick formulas together with a lip liner, and I think this is supposed to be like the same shade as Lolita was. I never had that one, but I really wanted to try the new formula. The deal was awesome for a lip liner and a lipstick, so here we go, let's try it out. I'm gonna line the lips first. The lip liner is super creamy, and I have very good experience with their lip liners because they are super long lasting as well. So this is the shade. Let's see if this is gonna be darker or not, because it feels like a slightly different shade altogether. It's a really pretty, like, neutral... it's not mauvey, it's a... it's hard to describe. But I do like the color, I think it looks really nice. It's one of those colors that are dark enough to look dark, but not too dark that you're scared to wear them, is how I would describe it, but it's definitely a really pretty color. The liner is very close, it is a little bit lighter, a little bit different in tone, but it's definitely workable, like I don't think it's too off. Yeah, so that's the lip. And another thing I have for my lip is also this holiday edition Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Holla'gram. And it's supposed to be the Gloss Bomb Crystal formula, which is a little bit different to the regular one. That one is a little bit more smooth. This one is supposed to be like proper shimmery, and you can see some kind of iridescence going on in it. There's a little bit of green, yellow, pink, depends how you look at it, of course. So in this light, it looks very red. It doesn't really catch a different light in the ring light. It's definitely pretty gloss. It is like their, usual scent, usual formula, so it's very moisturizing. If you are into this kind of thing and you like a nice iridescent topper, this is definitely like a nice gloss to have. That is our finished look. Let me know how you like it. I feel like this year's sale has been mostly oriented towards more high-end brands for me, definitely, and I do like a good KVD product. I gotta say, I do. I feel like they've been coming out with a lot of good stuff. Just in general, you know, it's kind of fun to try something new even though it has been launched for a while, because I just cannot keep up with all the new launches all the time. This is the look. This is everything I bought at the Sephora sale this year. So thank you very much for watching. Consider subscribing to the channel, and if you want to see more videos where I talk about makeup, you can check out the playlist. See ya!